Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join us today as we peruse around the Southend-on-Sea Toy Fair. You after anything?
I'll just have a little peruse and see what we can pick up.
Very good, very good. So you're not going to ask me then?
Are you after anything?
Yeah, a vintage Kenner A-Wing.
Okie dokie then, so let's take a look at the pickups, and the first pickup of the day was this Masters of the Universe Origins Beastman. Now, he came loose, but I'm perfectly happy with that, because even if I had have got him on the card, I'd have taken him off the card and displayed him anyway. So yeah, decent figure, decent price. I will say though, without him being on the card, I do miss the artwork that comes with the card, but listen, that's fine, it would have been binned anyway. So, but yeah, a great figure, one that I've been wanting to get for a while. I do like the MOTU line, especially the Origins line, and there are a few more figures that I wouldn't mind getting at some point in the future just to add to the display. I'm not going to get all of them because it is quite a big line, but yeah, it's a fun line to collect. I really do enjoy the MOTU action figures, whether it's vintage, Origins, or the Masterverse figures, or New Eternia figures, or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so really happy with that, and that was a great first pickup. So let's take a look and see what else I managed to pick up. So the next pickup then is this G.I. Joe Classified Series Dr. Mindbender Deluxe set, and I've got to say, I am absolutely over the moon for picking this up. Now, this again is a figure that I've had my eye on for a long time. I missed out on him first time round because all the pre-orders sold out. Then it was really difficult to get him on the secondary market because he was such an extortionate price. But the seller was selling this at a very good price. And funny enough, the seller was the same guy that sold Georgie the Classified Series Serpentor Deluxe set that she sneakily got for me for my birthday last October. So I did have a word with him about that and said, well played, sir. Very well played. But yeah, so like I say, really, really happy to get this. Fantastic artwork. I'm liking the artwork there on the front of the box there. Spin it round, and then you've got all the bits and bobs there that you can check up in his profile online, number 43. But look at that artwork. That is stunning. So cool. Liking that a lot. And then you can take this out of the box there, and then you can see the artwork in its entirety. So yeah, pretty cool. But you spin it around the front, you've got the Cobra logo there, like you do on the Serpentor box, and you open it up. That is just incredible. I love that. That is so cool. And again, this will be displayed somewhere. I'm not too sure where, because I don't have the space at the moment, but this will get displayed, and he will be staying boxed, because this is absolutely incredible. I'm loving what they do with these deluxe figures. Absolutely superb. Anyway, let's close this up. So that was pickup number 2. I've got a couple more left, so let's take a butcher's and see what else I've managed to pick up. So sticking with the G.I. Joe Classified series, we have Mutt and Junkyard, and I've got to say, yeah, again, really, really pleased that I've managed to pick this up. Absolutely fantastic. I got him from the same seller as Dr. Mindbender. Again, a really good price. But look at all the accessories that you get with this guy. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, I love the colours. I love the green and the browns and the reds on Mutt. I just think he's such a great figure. I really did like the original G.I. Joe O-ring figure of Mutt. I don't have him, but who knows, maybe at some point in the future I might dibble-dabble and pick him up at some point. But yeah, liking that a lot. Again, liking the box, spin that around. That just looks pretty cool. I do like that a lot. Really, really good looking figure. So yeah, again, really happy to have added this to the collection. I will be taking him out and displaying him. Again, pretty much running out of space, so I'm not too sure how many more that I'm going to be able to open up and display. But yeah, really, really pleased that I've got him. So that was my third pickup. I do, however, have one more pickup left, and let's carry on and see what it is that I've managed to snag. Okay then, so my fourth and final pickup was this Star Wars 30th anniversary commemorative tin collection set, and I've got to say, yeah, really, really pleased with this. So I got this from Keith Guppy, because Keith Guppy was down there and he was selling off a few bits. Yeah, I got it for a good price as well. Now, I don't normally collect these. I like my 30th anniversary figures, but I just tend to stick with the carded figures that come in the standard on the standard cards and stuff like that. But I saw this and I thought, oh yeah, okay, why not? The box, I have to say, isn't in the greatest condition, but that's okay. That kind of adds to the charm. But look at these figures. I think these are absolutely fantastic. So you've got the Stormtrooper, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, and C-3PO. You spin it round, but look at that tin. Look at that artwork. That is incredible. Now, I don't know whether to take this out of the box and display it loose or just keep it in the box for the time being. We'll have to see how that goes. Again, not really got the space to display it at the moment, so it's going to have to stay in the box as it is. But yeah, really, really happy with that. So a massive thank you to Keith Guppy for selling this at a very, very decent price. Anyhow, like I say, that was my fourth and final pickup. So what I'm going to do is get everything that I've picked up, stick it in front, and give my final thoughts and see the video out. So 2 seconds. Okie dokie then, so here is the Southend-on-Sea Toy Fair haul in its entirety, and I've got to say, yeah, really, really pleased with what I'm seeing in front of me. So we started off with the Masters of the Universe Origins Beastman. Again, really pleased that I've managed to pick that up and add to the collection. I think MOTU is a fun line to collect. It's a colourful line. You know, they really stand out, the figures, when you put them on display, and they look absolutely superb. So really, really happy about managing to pick up Beastman. Next up then we had the Dr. Mindbender figure in his box set. Again, that looks absolutely stunning in the box. It's going to stay in the box. And to be, you know, it's really weird because the fella that sold it, he had this down there last year as well. So I'm kind of glad that he didn't manage to move it on and I've managed to pick it up this time around. So yeah, really happy about that. And then we've got Junkyard and Mutt. Again, absolutely fantastic. Loving the colours. Loving the fact that he's come with loads of accessories and he's going to look absolutely superb on display. And again, I know I say it every time I pick up a G.I. Joe classified figure. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but that's absolutely fine. If you don't like it, move on by and go find something else that you do like. But yeah, my collection, I like them. So what can I say? There you are. And then finally, we have the Star Wars 30th anniversary commemorative tin collection that I managed to pick up from Keith Guppy. Again, a really good price. It does look really cool. A little bit of wear and tear to the box, but like I say, it kind of adds a little bit of character to it and stuff like that. So I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to keep it in the box or whether I'm going to take it out and try and get a case for it and display it that way. Who knows? Anyway, enough about the collection. Let's talk about the fair. I've got to take my hat off to Adam Berry, Dave Thomas and David Nilsson for putting this event on. So it's the second time they've done this event. And again, by all accounts, it was successful. I am so made up for those three guys because it is really, really tough going to try and put an event on like this. There's so much organisation you've got to do. I think they knocked it out of the park. So well done, you three guys. It was a great day and I'm really pleased for you that it was successful. And by all accounts, hopefully in the future, it will give you the confidence to sort of like do another one and, you know, baby steps and stuff like that, but gradually build up and become a bigger toy fair. But yeah, baby steps, guys, but absolutely fantastic. It was also great because I got to see a lot of people down there, some old faces like VTR Dave, not saying he's old, but I've known him for a while. So VTR Dave, of course, Adam Berry, the two Daves, Keith Guppy, who else did I see down there? Kevin Cox. So it was great to see Coxie down there as well. And I met some new faces as well. One of them being Nikki from Metro Bunga. It was emotional, Nikki. It was emotional to finally meet you, mate. But yeah, a great guy, fantastic channel, really bubbly and very enthusiastic, which is quite infectious. Who else did I? Oh yeah, Keith Guppy and Emma Guppy were down there. I'm not too sure if I mentioned them. And there's a few other people that I did manage to chat to and say hello to. Apologies, I have forgotten your name, so I do apologise for that. But it was great to meet up with people, and yeah, an absolutely fantastic toy fair. So, like I say, guys, if you do another one, I'm sure it'll be a success. So, yeah, well played to Adam Berry, Dave Thomas, and Dave Nilsson. So, awesome stuff. And if they do another one, I highly recommend you going down there because they've got some great sellers, and some of these sellers do like the BP fairs, like at NEC and Sandown and loads of other places as well. So, you know, these are, you know, really good sellers and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a really good day. Anyhow, that's enough whiffle waffle from me. So all I've got left to say is, if you're new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. It does mean a lot. Very much appreciate your friendship, your support and your generosity. Again, it does mean a lot, and I sincerely mean that. Thank you. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.